So I know I don't typically do haul videos here on my channel, but after my latest Give Me Glow order and considering how much you guys like my swatch party videos, I figured it was an appropriate time to sit down and do a haul slash swatch party of my latest Give Me Glow order. So hi, if you are new here, my name is Katie Marie and this is a little extension to my blog from my vanity that I'm not posting on very much these days, but that has nothing to do with today's video. So hello and welcome. Thank you so much for checking this video out. We are going to be doing a swatch party with my latest Give Me Glow order. I was able to jump on their website when they launched their Pretty in Pastel mystery box, and I was able to get, as you can see, a box. And then also on the same day that they did that, they also launched their, let me not knock all of this over on my desk, they also launched their extra spicy palette. So I ended up placing a huge order that I'm slightly embarrassed about now that I'm sitting here looking at it all, but I really like Give Me Glow. I was really wanting to try the extra spicy palette. I really wanted to try their mystery box, so I bought a lot, okay? So we have a lot to swatch, we have a lot to share, so why don't we just jump right in and get to swatching. Okay, so I don't even know what I should start with first, but how about let's start with the random products that I picked up. So I was going through their website. I love their eyeshadows, and I was wanting to get some more because I obviously need more eyeshadows. Not really, but anyway, I did end up picking 4 singles, and we can just go ahead and swatch them. I should probably remove this bracelet because I know I'm going to run out of room. I'm gonna like go up my arm and down it. Oh, you know what, before we do that, okay, I'm just all over the place. Let's go ahead and swatch the highlighter. And also I wanted to put a little on because I didn't put too much highlighter on today. It was the Maybelline one that tends to fade, so I figured we could give this a try. This is the Give Me Glow Falling Glow Highlighter. This is a limited edition. I almost didn't buy it because I was like, Katie, it's limited edition. The shade is Frosted Gingerbread Cookie, but I absolutely love the packaging, and with it having so many dark tones with the really light one, I thought it might be more suited to my skin tone, so all those excuses to say I bought it. So we can go ahead and swatch it real quick. It looks super pretty. I did take some close-ups so you guys can see what it looked like pristine because I already swatched this beforehand so I could get the close-ups for this video, but let's go ahead and swirl it all together and see what this looks like on my arm. So here's what she looks like. I'll put it up really high. Oh, so pretty. It looks very icy white in my viewfinder, but from here it looks a lot more of a natural skin tone for me. So let me clean off my hand real quick and let's put a little bit of this on and see what it looks like. Ooh, that's pretty. I feel like this is a good choice. I have their white noise highlighter, which I really like, but I feel like I have to just use the barest amount because it's too white on me. This is still pretty light, but I feel like I can get away with it a lot better than the white noise one. There we go. What do you guys think? I think it's very blinding and very pretty. I'll have to continue trying it and seeing how it works. But yeah, I know this was limited edition, so it's not gonna be around forever. I'm so sorry, but I really like the packaging too. That was another reason I like the cardboard packaging, the very sleek packaging. The other one is plastic and it's a little more clunky, so all those reasons I picked that up. Okay, now moving on to the single eyeshadows. As I said, I picked up 4. This is in Mango Margarita. This is an orange one. Their packaging is super pretty. Their pans are huge. If you've never tried them, they're very large. Let me get a clean finger and just swatch this. Oh, one of the reasons I picked this up is because I was curious if it would be like a dupe or just a similar shade to one of the oranges in this extra spicy palette. I can never have too many of these color oranges in my life, so I picked this one up because I can also put it in my singles collection and get to use it in my magnetic palettes and for duping videos and duping fake palettes and all that jazz. And yes, I'm just coming up with excuses to validate my purchase. The next one is Sunny. This one I almost didn't get because I feel like I have a similar color to it that's no longer available, but I decided to pick it up and just kind of compare the two. This shade is like just such a pretty dirty mustard yellow. Oof, I love it so much. Their powder formulas are definitely very dry, but still super pigmented. So you have to be very careful with like fallout and picking too much up because it can kind of almost be crumbly when you swatch it or when you pick up too much on a brush. But other than that, they're very pigmented. Next one is Savage because it was a very dirty army type of green, obviously. And this one, I was surprised at how smooth this one felt. Like the other two felt very dry, like I was describing, but this one actually feels incredibly smooth and, as you can see, very pigmented. I don't know if the formula is just a lot different or what it is, but I like the feeling of this a little bit more than the orange and the yellow. It kind of reminds me more of what the Juicy Olive palette feels like, which I should say I've only ever tried their Juicy Olive palette. I haven't tried any of the other palettes, and then I think I have like 2 or 3 of their singles. The last single that I got was Lemon Lime because obviously it was a really pretty green that I totally needed. Anyway, swatching it out right here. Oh, that's so pretty. I know it's a shade I probably have like 5 times in my collection, but it's really pretty. And now I have the same color from Give Me Glow, and I'm excited. Okay, so this is what we have so far, the highlighter and 4 single shadows. Let's go ahead. What should we do? Move on to the extra spicy palette. This extra spicy palette is large. Like, it's nearly the size of my head. It's a big boy. Anyway, here is what it looks like. But I did go ahead and use this on my eyes today, so I don't know where I'm going to be including it, but you will see a very quick sped through kind of tutorial just so you guys can see how it all applies.
Okay, so I said I was going to show first impression tutorial, and then I didn't give myself enough space to include it over the videos, so I'm just going to do a voiceover right here and share with you guys my first impressions and what I'm doing on my eyes. So first I took Flaming Hot because I like that orange tone still leaning red, and I put that into my crease, and then I followed that up with Habanero and put that right above it and just continue blending and meshing those two together because I wanted to get a really seamless blend between the orange and the yellow. And then to smoke out the outer corner, I put Can We Get Some More Salsa into that outer corner and just focused on packing it on and blending up into the crease. Once that was all down, I did put down some glitter glue, and then I went in first with the shade On Fire and placed that all over my lid. It's a really pretty shade. I had absolutely no issues with it. It goes on beautifully, just like I would expect a shimmer shadow from Give Me Glow. And then I went in with Ghost Pepper on the inner third of my eye, and I do also use that as my inner corner highlight. In a little bit, you're going to see me, but the inner corner highlight I did spray. Here on my eyelid, I just put it on top of the glitter glue, and I thought it showed up really nicely, very beautifully. For the lower lash line, I basically just used all the same shades I use in my crease and outer corner. I started with a Can We Get More Salsa right against the lash. Then I kind of buffed that out with Habanero and really made sure I blended out and buffed out all the edges to the eye look. And then, as I already said, I took Ghost Pepper and used that as my inner corner spray just to get as much intensity as possible. And yeah, that was the final look, just quick and easy. So now we can get back to the video.
But again, this is my first impressions, first time using it. I definitely am going to continue to create different looks with this palette for the rest of the month. Let me know if you'd like to see a 3 looks 1 palette. Definitely leave me that down below in the comments, because I'm not planning to make a 3 looks 1 palette just because I have other ones that I had more requests for. But if I get enough requests, I will definitely make sure I do a 3 looks 1 palette plus review with this. If not, I'll just kind of give an overall review at the end of the month. But let's go ahead and swatch this baby out. First up, we're going to do Mild. I put this on my brow bone, and it was just a little, I don't even know how to describe it, but it was nice skin tone color, but it still had a pinky redness to it, so it kind of didn't really look like my skin tone kind of color. So I don't know, I'll have to play around and see how I can use that. It might just be a nice shade to kind of continue blending out the edges, not really for setting down, wanting that skin tone matte brow bone look. That's what I used it for today, but I just felt like it looked a little off. Anyway, next is 24 Karat Wings. This is a shade, ooh, I swatched that really badly, sorry. This is the shade I did not use, or the shimmer I should say I did not use today. This shimmer looks like it has a lot of glitter, or at least very reflective pieces in it, and it's a little more, not as intensely metallic, it's a little more flaky feeling. Moving on, then we have Chili Pepper. This is, now that I'm swatching it, because when I did my eye look today, I did not swatch this beforehand. I just kind of like to jump in when I'm doing my eyes. I don't tend to swatch beforehand, but now that I swatch these, between Can We Get More Salsa, which I'll swatch next, and Chili Pepper, I wish I used Chili Pepper because it just seems so intense and so red. It's really, really pretty. I can't wait to try this out. Next up we have, as I said, Can We Get More Salsa, which I love the names in this palette. I'm so bad at reading names, like when I'm doing my eye looks, I really don't notice, and then I like sit down to do a video like this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. But anyway, there's that shade. These two were the ones that I was kind of I'm not gonna lie, I was upset when I saw the reveal video or the reveal picture for this palette, because I was like, come on, they're so close. Like, at least the Flaming Hot, there's some, you know, the other kind of, it's more orange, it's not as red, but these two, it is what it is. I'm not, you know, that upset over it. I did buy it. But anyway, next is Ghost Pepper, which I will put right there. This one I use kind of on the inner third and then also as my inner corner highlight, and it's really pretty. Again, it's more of a flaky shade. It's not as intense, like metallic. There's just, when you swatch it, like it picks up a lot on your finger. But looking at it here, it's a little bit more of like an iridescent topper. Like, it doesn't have that much pigment to it. So anyway, just throwing some things out there, but it was really pretty as an inner corner. Next is Spicy Peach Martini. I feel like I'm gonna have to go down to my other hand for the pastel box, just because I am already running out of room. This is a really pretty shade. I didn't use it in the look, but it's definitely very pinky leaning, so I feel like it'll pair really nicely with the reds in the palette. Moving down to the last row, which is obviously my favorite, we have this Habanero, which is such a beautiful yellow. Oh, look at that. And this is one of the ones I wanted to compare. So here's the yellow I bought. Yeah, they're different. Are they that much different? No, but if you are a fanatic of green and yellow and oranges like me, they're different. Okay, moving on, we have On Fire, which I used over the majority of my lid today. This is by far my favorite shimmer. Again, still really flaky, but it has more of that metallic intensity that I like when it comes to Give Me Glow shadows that I enjoy working with, and that just has so much color and pigment to it. It's just very easy to use, very easy to work with, and just looks so pretty and wet. And then last up is Flaming Hot. I really like an orange matte. Oh yeah, look at that, so pretty. Yeah, nice and pigmented. This yellow I feel like is a little weak, especially when comparing it to the other yellow. Oh yeah, there's that orange, no comparison, but I don't know, I feel like this yellow, habanero, is a little weak in comparison with the other ones. Okay, so then next, moving along, this is the last product that I bought. It is the Pretty in Pastel. This was their mystery box for May, and I never tried any of their mystery boxes before, so they just kind of showed this. I think they sneaked a couple shades on their Instagram, but you didn't have a whole lot of information on what was coming in this box, and it retailed for, how much was that? $54.80 was the price of this box, which when I first thought, I was like, oof, that's a little pricey. But I ended up getting it, and I'm glad I did, because you ended up getting 12 single shadows, which when you break that down, you know, with the price of the box, that comes out to about $4.56 a shadow, which is a really good price because their shadows normally retail for more expensive. It's like $6 or $7, I can't remember. But anyway, it's a really good price, so I am glad I got it, and they're all pastels, and to my knowledge, they are limited edition products, pastel shadows. So let's just jump right in, and I think I'm just gonna kind of go down my arm. Will that be weird to put them there? I don't even know if there would be enough room. Oh, decisions. Should I do that side? Maybe I'll do that. I'll do this side. I really should have waxed recently, but I did not. Anyway, the first shadow in this box that I'm going to show you guys is Sweetener, which is this very baby doll pastel pink shadow, which I feel like after getting this box, and then I have the Shroud Cosmetics Creepy Cute, and then I also have the Pastel Pup Palette from Menandri, I am set on pastel shadows. Okay, I'm just going to put it right here. And I am not really able to see what I'm doing when I swatch this, so good thing I took close-ups. Next up is Hello Kitty, which I absolutely love the name. It is this really metallic, shimmery pastel pink, which is obviously this whole collection is pastel. But anyway, I love the name Hello Kitty because I grew up on that. And it's just a beautiful shimmer. I feel like all of these shimmers, did I do a good job? All of these shimmers in this box are really nice because they're kind of like an iridescent, well, because they're pastel, they're very light, but they come across as like an iridescent shimmer. So I feel like all of these are going to be nice or could be used as highlighters. But again, I don't know that. That's just my assumption that I'm definitely going to try. Next up, we have Kawaii Cutie, I think is how you say it, but it is this kind of peach. It's like the orange in this collection, but it's this peachy kind of shade. It looks peachy to me. This one is definitely much more of a drier formula in my opinion. It's not, it just feels a little dry. Oh, that was a big swatch. Anyway, here's what it looks like. It's nicely pigmented. I feel like it might not be the best formula. I don't know if that's mean to say, but just looking at it, feeling it, I don't know if it's going to be that intensely pigmented or have any issues with patching. I think that's my only concern, is comparing it to all the other shades I've been swatching. It kind of reminds me of that yellow from the habanero, which I guess that worked fine today, so I don't know. We shall see. Anyway, next up is this Push Pop, which is the kind of companion to that peachy orange whatever pastel shade, and it is really pretty. I feel like this would be really pretty as a highlighter. I don't know if I can pull it off, but it looks really pretty. So there is that. Almost makes me think it would go really well with that extra spicy palette, but this is really pretty. I don't know if I told you, but the whole collection with the pastel, Pretty in Pastel box, it comes with a matte and a shimmer and corresponding colors. So you have the pink, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, the purple, and each one of those kind of pastel colors will come with a matte and shimmer. I really like that they did that because that was my only fear when I bought this box, was I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like the variations, the colors that they put all shimmers or that sort of thing. Moving on, we have the pastel yellow, which is called Peep This. Their names are so cute. I love their names. It's a yellow, so I'm happy. Let's see what this one looks like, if I can swatch it. Yeah, this one swatches really nice too. I really like how this one swatches. I'll have to compare it to my Pastel Pup one because that's the only other pastel yellow I have. But on swatching it, it looks very promising. Okay, next up is So Sour, which is the yellow shimmer. Oh, just look at that reflection. Oh, so pretty. I will say that this one, it looks like it was filled in properly because if you look at it up close, like there, you can see a lot of the pan on this side, and this it's like almost falling over. Like it's kind of cockeyed. Not that it's that big a deal, but I figured I would mention it because I didn't notice it before. But yeah, this shimmer This is definitely a chunky kind of shimmer that I feel like you'll probably be able to see on camera how much it's like chunking off and falling off, but oh, so pretty. Another one that I feel like, I wonder, I'm going to have to try to use these as highlighters because I'm so curious, but that's just such a fun color. I cannot wait to use these. I'm not big into pastels, but this collection excites me. I'll have to get a magnetic palette. I hope I have an empty magnetic palette. Anyway, next one is Mint 2B, which is a minty matte shade. This one feels really smooth. It's funny to see the difference from, since I'm like swatching them all back to back. I really hope I'm in frame when I'm doing this, but I'm also trying to not like swatch over the colors that I'm doing. But it's funny noticing the differences between all the different shadows since I'm swatching them all so close together. Some just feel a little bit more dry and some feel a little bit more pigmented. Anyway, next is Spring Break, and this is the shimmer to the mint. This on contrast with the yellow. This one is like completely filled to the brim. Even looks like it's almost overfilled, like it is full. Anyway, let's swatch this one. Stay in frame. I'm sorry that I'm looking at the the viewfinder so much in this video, but I gotta make sure you guys are being able to see it. Okay, almost done. Are you guys bored yet? Have you made it this far? You guys are troopers. Next is the Cloud 9, which is the pastel blue. Blues are just, I do blues. I feel like not that infrequent, but I don't know. Blue is that color that I feel like looks the most unnatural on me, or that I feel the most unnatural, but look at that pigment. It's so smooth. Wow. No problems at all putting that one on. Yeah, I don't know. Blues, I keep doing blues. I try to do blues. I don't have a problem doing blues, but anytime I do a blue look, I feel like I don't know. It's just not as me. Anyway, here's the shimmer. Did I even say? Yeah, baby blue. I think I did. Sorry, I kind of got off on a rabbit trail there and didn't even know what I said. Oh. That is so pretty. Oh, my arm is just looking so beautiful. Okay, two more. As I said, we have the purples, which this is a matte, which is called Over the Rainbow. My hand is so dirty. I keep trying to clean it off so I'm not contaminating the next swatch, but I just need a good washing with soap. Here we go. Ooh. She was nice and pigmented. I feel like the pastels are getting a little washed out in the camera just because they are pastels. I feel like that just tends to happen. But anyway, that was Over the Rainbow. And we have one last, oh my goodness, I'm tired. My arm hurts from holding it up. We have one last shade. This is Lavender Sky, which is the shimmer purple to this collection. Okay, let's put this right here and really hope we're in frame and we can do this last swatch with a bang. Go out with a bang. You know the saying? I was trying to make it makeup and smart, but I don't know if I did. Anyway, there it is. There is the last shade, and here are all of the pastels in the Pretty in Pastel box. They are sold out of this box, which I guess I should have said in the beginning. They did sell out very quickly, so I think they're talking about doing maybe one more restock before letting it be limited edition. So if you are at all interested in any of these shades, definitely check out their Instagram because that's where they kind of give updates and whatnot over there. But yeah, that is the Pretty in Pastel box, the May Beauty box. And then here is the spicy or extra spicy palette, and then the singles that I got, and the highlighter that is on my face. Alright, so that is the swatch party. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it entertaining and not too long and boring and drawn out. Let me know how you guys like these swatch parties. I had initially wanted to do eye swatches with the extra spicy palette, but it did come in when I was on vacation, or like vacation with my husband. My husband took time off work and I didn't want to do any filming when he was home, so he was home for 9 days, and it came like day 2 of him being home, so I was like, ugh, I'm just not going to be able to do eye swatches. So if I had been able to do it fast enough, I might have tried for eye swatches to see how they do on my channel. But since it is so late and I feel like everyone's already gotten it and everyone's already using it, I'd sit down and do this swatch party and swatch out not only the extra spicy, but also the pastel, because this was an insane order for me. I felt a little crazy and a little guilty buying so much from Give Me Glow. And after I bought this, I was like,
okay, Katie, put the card away, put the credit card away. You need to just go sit in the corner and think about what you've done.
So yeah, this was a crazy purchase and I figured worth a haul video. If you're new to Give Me Glow and never heard about them or never seen me talk about them on my channel, I have done a brand review with Give Me Glow, and I've reviewed all of the products that I have from them before this video, and I'll put that up here if you want to go and watch that. It is already live on my channel, and I share with you guys reviews and my thoughts on all the products that I've tried from Give Me Glow in the past. So yeah, with all this said, I think that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful, informative, or just entertaining, whatever the case may be. As always, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what you liked about this video. Let me know if if you've tried Gimme Glow in the past. What's your favorite product from them? I always love to hear from you guys, especially when it comes to indie brands, because I learned about so many indie brands from you guys, or I learned about so many products within like brands that I know and love that I haven't tried yet that you guys really recommend, and I just really enjoy that and appreciate it. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to not only watch my video but interact with me and leave comments and just chit chat with me or send me stuff in my DMs on Instagram. I always really do appreciate that, which if you're not following me on Instagram, my handle is LadyKatie92 and you can follow me over there, and I try to post relatively every day. Sometimes I miss a couple days here and there, but I try to post there about every day, sharing new content, not only quick little tutorials but also flat lays, product shots, swatches, what have you, and I also do Instagram stories just kind of showing my daily life. But yeah, once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, please hit the thumbs up button on your way out as it helps me in the whole YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.